Hi, my name is Sky, and this will be the fifth and final podcast to my Whistler Biodiversity Project. This last one, I hope, ties together everything that's been talked about in the last couple podcasts and is really just a call for action and me providing you with a couple resources about how you can get more involved in community-based initiatives. In the world of conservation, time, money, and resources are often limiting factors. This is especially true when the organization happens to be a grassroots or nonprofit and rely on the power of their volunteers and donators. Volunteering is such a great way to get involved when you're passionate about an environmental topic. Therefore, it's also a great way for you to get hands-on work experience, which can spruce up your resume or university application. Personally, I love volunteering because it gives me time to connect with other like-minded people. I just find it so inspiring to see what people can do when they come together and support each other. Volunteering also offers you the chance to improve and challenge yourself. You might step out of your comfort zone and put yourself out there. Looking back, I bet you'll feel great that you were involved and helped create something bigger than you. Similar to work life and school life balance, you also need to make sure that you leave time for yourself. You shouldn't feel pressured to give all your time or money away, or that you need to be involved in every initiative. I know sometimes for me this is challenging, because I'm super passionate about the things that I volunteered to do. So on that note, I'll just introduce you to some local Whistler programs and organizations which love volunteers. So the first one is AWARE, which stands for the Association of Whistler Area Residents for the Environment. AWARE is an organization dedicated to conserving Whistler's natural beauty, and they do this through empowering locals and visitors to be good stewards of the resources, land, and wildlife. They've been operating in Whistler for 30 years now and were founded from a group of locals demanding for better regional recycling programs. You can support this organization through memberships as well as volunteering. One of the projects that they offer, Grow Whistler Project, was started after this organization invested in 4 community garden spaces, all of which have greenhouses, and they did this to promote the growth of organic vegetables at local scales, as well as help people foster a connection to the food systems and the land. They have a bunch of helpful gardening resources also available on their website. Another program run by AWARE is called the Zero Waste Heroes. This program operates under the mantra that the best way to reduce waste is not to produce it in the first place. Volunteers help oversee and divert waste at various segregation stations located around Whistler. They also attend community events, and the whole point of this is to educate and engage with the public and divert waste from even entering the landfill. They've collected over 13,000 kilograms of waste. 91% of this waste was diverted from the landfill. Another organization here in Whistler, WAG, Whistler Animal Galore Society. This is better known as Whistler's Animal Shelter. It was founded in the 80s by locals calling for animal rescue services in the Sea to Sky region. They offer lost and found services, as well as host adoption programs within the resort municipality of Whistler. You can support the Whistler Animal Shelter through charitable donations, adoption or fostering of cats, dogs, kittens, or puppies, or volunteering. The Sea to Sky Invasive Species Council is also another opportunity for people to get involved with the management of invasive species within and around the communities. The Sea to Sky Invasive Species Council was founded 10 years ago, and it hopes to educate and mobilize locals in controlling the introduction and spread of invasive and alien species within the sea to sky. They help eradicate patches of establishing invasives through paid field technician positions, as well as hosting educational events about how we can stop the accidental spread of invasives through various human activities such as hiking, boating, purposeful release of pets, and home gardening choices. To support the Sea to Sky Invasive Species Council, you can attend one of their community events, volunteer to eradicate invasives, or visit and check out their website for the various educational resources they provide. Another great one, more focused on humanitarian causes, is the Howe Sound Women's Shelter. This shelter is located both in Whistler and Squamish and looks to support women and children in the sea to sky who may be at risk of violence or abuse. You can support this women's shelter through financial donations by getting involved with Pearl's Value and Vintage Store located in Squamish, whose sales go to support this program and shelter, as well as creating personalized care packages with grocery gift cards, toiletries, towels, linens, bus tickets, phone cards, and other essential items. If you like more construction, perhaps you'll want to check out the Whistler Tool Library. This program is run as part of the Whistler Community Service Society, and registered members get access to a range of tools that can help with any sort of construction project you may have around your house. Tools will be loaned out for up to 2-week periods, and you must visit the Rebuild It Center to register for your membership. You can support this program by renting and reusing tools, donating your old tools, or volunteering. There's lots of other cool opportunities always available by going to the Whistler Community Foundation website or the Whistler Community Service Society website. If you want to think outside the box and outside Whistler, there's always chances to volunteer abroad. One organization across BC that runs conservation salmon hatcheries and attempts to bolster local stocks of salmon is the Streamkeeper Society. The closest one here is located in Squamish, and I personally have experience volunteering with this society when I lived on Haida Gwaii. Other such programs you can get involved with include the Ocean Cleanup. This organization is committed to cleaning 90% of marine plastics through passive cleanup and interception of plastics in rivers. This organization also targets the Pacific Garbage Patch, talked about in Podcast 1, and the ways you can get involved include donations, merchandise sales, and partnerships. If you're more keen on this sort of initiative, you can join their offshore team and apply to various job openings. Another organization similar to this is known as 4Ocean. It's also dedicated to cleaning up plastics found in oceans, rivers, and shorelines around the globe. To this date, they've collected over 13 million pounds of trash, and that's only since 2017. When they collect garbage, it is weighed, photographed, and recorded, then sorted and pelletized to create merchandise products or disposed of. All products sold also support the 1% for the Planet initiative. Currently, most of their community cleanup events, summits, and educational events are on hold due to the global pandemic, but there are always ways to get involved now, which include donations and merch sales. One international NGO that I also have experience volunteering with and loved is the Nicaraguan-based NGO Casa Congo. Casa Congo supports several sustainable development goals, and they do this through the inclusion of locals and international volunteers in various conservation and community development projects. There's lots of areas to help out with, including agroforestry, ecology field trips with local high schoolers, surf lessons, beach cleanups, and sea turtle conservation. You can support this organization by reaching out and booking a volunteer project or student research project. You can also help through financial donations and fundraising. Other than that, I'll leave you with a little more background on how I got involved in this current volunteer project. My eco-leadership project is thanks to Chantier Jeunesse and WWF Canada. Together, they provide micro-grants to which people can apply and propose a project idea. Projects can be educational, trash cleanup focused, or projects that focus on supporting local biodiversity.